Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I've got a little bit of a quick update on the Amari Nicholson case. Today, Terrell was supposed to be arraigned in the murder charges, but he didn't show up for court today, and they said that he is being quarantined. So they've pushed that off for 2 weeks until June 1st at 8 a.m. He has another court hearing tomorrow, but I'm guessing it's going to be the same thing. He's not going to show up because he's in quarantine. So we're probably not going to get anything court-wise until June 1st. They have released the details on when Terrell was arrested last Wednesday. They said that they took him in an interview room. His right arm was cuffed to a plate on the table, and he was in there for almost half an hour just screaming, "Let me out of here, I can't go back." Two detectives came in, and Terrell grabbed and unholstered one of their guns, and the three of them fought over the gun, and he said, "I'm gonna kill a blank." And they said two more detectives came in and struggled with him before he was finally disarmed. The report says after that he keeps repeating, "Kill me, I want to die." So other than the murder charges, he now has 4 charges of resisting a public officer with a firearm and 4 charges of assault on a protected person with a deadly weapon. So a lot of people have asked me a ton of questions since my last video about Amari's biological dad and this other guy who says he's Amari's dad. So I'm gonna kind of explain who these people are to the best of my knowledge anyway. Today there was a balloon release that was done by the biological dad's family in a little press conference, and I'm going to show that to you too. So here we go. This is JD. That's what he goes by on Facebook. You've probably seen him this week running around with Taylor for emotional support. He was her boyfriend while she was pregnant with Amari, and for a good while afterward. He's probably been in Amari's life the longest. He was there when he was born, and he was there, I think he said the last time that he saw him was back in November. So here's a little news report that has an interview with him to kind of give you an idea of who he is.
Amari. Knowles said he stepped in because Amari needed a father. Knowles and Taylor broke up last year, but he's continued to love Amari like his own.
October 26th, man, changed my life.
Jacquees Knowles held Amari Nicholson the day he was born.
I thought, from having a child, things would be difficult. That's another life, a human being you have to take care of. And when I got him, things just were so easy, just so, magical.
Knowles isn't Amari's biological father, but was with his mother, Taylor Nicholson, from day one of Amari's life.
He was just a calm, sweet baby, man. He was never difficult. Never. I already knew he was into sports because that was the pictures I have, that's mostly why we would sleep together on the couch, watching ESPN News.
Knowles said he and Taylor broke up over the summer, and the last time he saw Amari was November of last year. News of his murder knocked him off the floor.
My neighbor had to come pick me up off the floor because I'm hysterical. I don't want to leave the house. I don't know what to do. I'm beyond hurt. I don't know where to place this anger.
Knowles said after the vigil, he'll go home and cherish the memories he had with Amari, who he calls his son.
I'm just being level-headed right now for this and this situation of the scene. Oh, but when I go back home, I'm going to ball up in my cover, and I'm going to look at our pictures. I'm going to hold his favorite teddy bear, his favorite Mickey Mouse teddy bear. I'm going to hold the blanket that we got made for Christmas. Mickey Mouse was his favorite character. I just want to be here and be in peace, pay respects to my son, and just be as peaceful as possible, man.
This is Giorgio. This is Amari's biological dad. I don't think he's had very much contact with Amari. According to Taylor, he saw him once when he was 6 months old, but that baby ain't 6 months old in this picture, so he's at least had contact with him twice. We've seen his family on the news. First, the day she reported him missing, I think it was maybe 2 of his sisters or his sister and somebody else saying, "We don't have him. We don't know where he is. We're cooperating with police. They've searched all of our homes. Please just say where he is." The next thing that I'm going to show is the press conference that they held today, his family, and a balloon release that they did for him.
Bodie, I'm the Vice President of the Baca, Nevada chapter of Bikers Against Child Abuse. It's BODHI.
Just first name?
That's all we go by as road names.
Okay, cool. So kind of talk about why you're out here today.
We were invited out here by the family to spread awareness about what we do. We're an entity of bikers that are empower children to not be afraid of the world in which they live. We work in conjunction with local and state officials that are already in place to help these children. And we just want to send a clear message that this child is part of our organization and that we are willing to lend our physical and emotional support to empower them.
I saw you guys exchanging words with the families. What were you saying to them?
I'm sorry?
I saw you exchanging words with the family. What were you saying to them?
We're just letting them know that we were here. They had found out from a friend of theirs who we were, and that's why they wanted us out here, because this is what we're trying to prevent. Every situation is different. Abuse comes in many forms, and we're just here to make sure that we can help as many children as we can.
What do you have to say to people who've been following the story since the beginning? Of course, there's a tragic ending. What do you have to say to people who've been watching?
That's a very political question. Unfortunately, I can't help anybody to raise their child. All we can say is that if you're having issues, to seek out help and counseling, especially anger management issues. But anybody that is out there, there are many resources out there. And even if Baca is not a great resource for you, we can help you get in touch with people who can help.
Yolanda Everett, YOLANDAEVERETT.
Thank you.
D. Erica Perryman, D''Erica, Perryman, PERRYMAN.
Zach, ZAK, Hayes, HAYES, or Zach Ramos, RAMOS.
My husband gets mad when I do that.
Sorry. Margarita Edwards, MARGARITA, last name Edwards, EDWARDS.
Okay, and who would like to speak first?
My sister.
Okay.
We just wanted to thank all of the volunteers, Nevada Child Seekers, the media. Even though we didn't get the outcome that we wanted, we hope that this raised awareness about how important children are and how important it is that you protect your children. Amari did not have to go this way, but this brought a lot of people together. It brought our family together. It introduced us to Margarita and the Child Seekers and the Las Vegas community. And our family really thanks you for all of your your efforts and everything that you've done to try to help us bring Amari home. I love you.
Can you tell us a bit about releasing the balloons today and maybe if that helps bring any sort of comfort to you guys right now during this time?
Releasing the balloons?
We released them because we wanted Amari to know that he was loved, that we would never forget him. We came to, because we're from all different places, we wanted him to know we weren't here when they initially found his body, and we couldn't be here because it took so much out of us. We were expecting him to be found full of life, and we thought we were going to have a second chance at being with him and being a family with him. And it just devastated us. So we had to regroup and we had to come back. And we wanted to come back today because we thought his wrongdoers would be in court today. And we just wanted to say, we wanted individuals to know that we're a family, we're together, and we're here for him. And we want to thank Las Vegas. Oh my God. Even though there was not an Amber Alert, this community was the alert. This community lit a light that shined all over the United States. And if it wasn't for Nevada child seekers, if it wasn't for class, for kids, and if it wasn't for Free International, we would have been lost. This organization and what Margarita did for us, and what Brad Dennis did for us, and what Mr. Platt did for us, and what Mike did for us, we could never thank them. And what the Las Vegas community did, everyone was touched by Amari. We had nothing to do with this. We were the individuals that were supposed to have taken him, and that didn't matter. Even though we always ask, even if we are the ones that you think that took us, just please go find him. Just please put the spotlight on him and not on us. And so it was him. Amari was speaking all the time. It was him, not us. And he spoke through angels like this and angels like you guys. Because if it wasn't for the fact that you covered it, the light wouldn't have been shining on the situation. So thank you.
We also want to thank Bikers Against Child Abuse for being here with us today. They got on it very last minute. I contacted them and they came out right away. And we appreciate them for being here and everything that they do for the community as well.
Tell us about the last time you were with Amari, that memory you're going to be.
So from our family, we tried to ascertain custody of Amari. And unfortunately, we were not given the opportunity to see him as much as we'd like to have seen him. And that's why we thought we were going to have a second chance with him. We thought, okay, if this has happened, now the system will look back and say, okay, we've made a mistake. We should have removed Amari, and we should have put him with a family who requested for him to be put with them. We should have put him with a family that loved him. And that we thought we were going to have a second chance at that, and we didn't. And so, even though the system didn't give us a second chance, Amari spoke to us. We would not give up. I just can't, spiritually, I just can't tell you how he just kept talking to us. Where he was found, we were going to move the search to another location. He would not allow that to happen. He just would not. When the Amber Alert wasn't given, or it couldn't be given because of the laws that are here, another alert was given. We found, you know, he found the way. He found Margarita. We didn't. She found us. You know, Dennis, Brad Dennis called him at 9 o'clock at night. He picked up the phone. You know, so every obstacle that was in the road, he cleared it. Amari cleared it. And we thought our path was being cleared so that we could bring him home. That's not the outcome we've gotten. So it's something much bigger. Maybe it's when someone calls and complains against and says that something is going wrong with the child, maybe CPS will look into it longer, or look into it to the point where there's a solution and not just walk away. We don't know. Maybe the Amber laws need to be changed. You know, when a child is missing, there should be some type of alert. We don't know, but we miss him and we love him. We wish we had more time with him. We really do. Yeah, Marguerite.
Our agency is just a nonprofit. We're a small nonprofit, but our hearts are big. Our community is even bigger. So I want to thank every citizen that volunteered. I want to thank every reporter that covered this story, because I saw your eyes. I saw you care. We saw him touch her. We're going to continue on for Amari. We're going to continue on for his legacy. And we encourage everybody that's helped and watched and learned about what our children need is to have a voice. If you're touched today, please contact us. We need more help. We still have children that are missing. We still have cases that are still open and unresolved. There's still families that need your help. So if you're out there and it's touched you and Amari's pulling on your heart, call us and volunteer. Thank you.
And this is Amari's natural grandmother.
Hello, everyone. I just want to thank everyone for their thoughts and prayers for my grandbaby. So emotional. I don't know what else to say, but thank you guys for helping searching for him and looking for him. I'm heartbroken.
You know, I'm just a stay-at-home mom, nobody with a tiny YouTube channel. But if anyway this ever shows up to any of the people that loved Amari, that were in his life, or whatever, and my heart goes out to you guys. I mean, I can't even imagine what they're going through right now, and that even means Taylor. I still got some questions on her. I think some things are sketchy. I think she's, in the very least, negligent, but it doesn't mean she deserves to have to bury a child. I don't think anybody deserves to have to bury a child. And that's going to be really, really difficult on this family. So I'm going to put the information for the 501c3 that they worked with, in case, any of you guys are local and want to go volunteer with them, like she said, or you can donate from wherever you are. But last month was April is Child Abuse Awareness Month, and this month is Foster Care Awareness Month. This story, if it doesn't do anything else, keep your eyes open. Whether it's your child or not, keep your eyes open. And if you see something, even if you're not positive, if you think a child is being abused, call it in. Just call it in. It's easier to be safe than sorry. I know this family regrets the way maybe things got handled by CPS, and that's my red button issue, is these cases where CPS was involved and then a child dies because they didn't intervene in the appropriate ways, or pass the buck, kicked it down the road. But yeah, keep this family in your thoughts and prayers. And like I said, if I didn't mention it before, Giorgio's family, I think, has been such a stand-up group of, at least the women, because that's what I've seen. No shade or anything to Giorgio, but this is an amazing family. They've come out and looked and searched and done so much work, even though they were accused from day one for being the ones who kidnapped him. They didn't let that turn into a thing that stopped them. They really looked, and they really cared about Amari, and you could tell that in watching this press conference. So that's all the updates that I've got for you guys today. So until next time, bye guys.